My name's Abby, I'm from Search Consultancy.
My name's Hayley and I'm also from Search Consultancy.
How can young people best prepare themselves for work?
Well, for recruiting for the medical division at Search, which it starts off as care assistants, nurses, we do all sorts of different roles. I would say that the best way to prepare is, especially start off online, having a look at seeing what the job specification is, voluntary work. Just generally, you have to be quite good at communicating. Just generally good with people.
What are the most important employability skills in your opinion?
I would say, obviously, again, being good at communication. I would also say actually having a strong stomach would be a massive part of it. I mean, personal care aspects, with looking after people. I'd also say, reliable, trustworthy, punctual.
What kind of work experience activity will help young people prepare for a job in your sector?
Volunteering in care homes, volunteering in hospitals. I think that's just voluntary work.
Okay, there's a lot of emphasis in education on people's CVs. So what information are you looking for in a CV?
One of the most important things for people to include on their CVs, I think, is their contact details. The amount of CVs that we actually receive where people have put incorrect telephone numbers, incorrect email addresses. So that obviously is one of the most important things, is to make sure that your contact details are correct so that employers can contact you. It's very important to include all work experience that you've done, even things like newspaper rounds and things like that, because it shows that you've got those transferable skills, obviously, to move into permanent full-time employment.
Commitment.
It shows that you're committed as well, and any sort of previous work history that you've got. Qualifications are also very important as well, and even things like hobbies that you like doing, because that also does say a lot about the individual as well.
Okay, what are the different routes into your sector?
There's a few different routes that you can take to go into the care sector. Myself, I actually went from doing my GCSEs at secondary school into college, where I studied health and social care at A-level. That was quite beneficial because you also have sort of on-the-job training. You go out, you do work placements, you get to step into different establishments, and then you can qualify. You can then go on to university, depending on what sort of career path you wish to take, whether you wish to become sort of like a qualified nurse or doctor or that kind of thing. You went straight into the care home, and Hayley trained on the job, if that makes sense. So
I started at the bottom and then decided to go to college when I was older last year, and then did my level 3 access diploma, which is the equivalent to A-levels, but obviously I just did it at a later date.
So there are two different ways that you can study, or if you're fortunate enough to be given an opportunity where you can train on the job and find an employer that will support you through that process, that is also another way as well. Okay?
Okay. What are both of your expertises in your job at the moment?
Expertises at
the moment. Okay. I'm currently recruiting for care homes, elderly care homes predominantly. So dementia, mental health, in Parkinson's disease, that's the kind of people who I will be recruiting for to look after.
I look after the support work side of things, so we recruit for people who can support people with learning difficulties, challenging behaviour. Again, mental health does kind of fall into sort of my section as well. Neurological conditions, nursery assistants as well. So those are sort of like the baseline levels, and we do also look at for people for management level positions, nursery managers. So that's sort of how we're split.
Yeah.